Breaking news out of Georgia this morning. Federal prosecutors say that they've reached a plea agreement with Greg and Travis McMichael.
This comes just days before the two men were set to face federal charges connected to the death of Ahmaud Arbery. The filings, which were made last night, did not detail the agreement. The agreement will have to be approved and accepted by a judge. A pretrial hearing was already scheduled for later this morning.
Now, the men, along with William Roddy Bryan, their neighbor, were convicted on state charges of killing Arbery back in November and were sentenced to life in prison. All three men are facing federal charges of interference with rights and attempted kidnapping. Greg and Travis McMichael are also facing a firearms charge. This morning in the upstate, deputies are searching for a man accused of shooting at them.
The shooting happened over the weekend in Oconee County. Deputies say the incident started when they tried to stop 33-year-old Zachary Fisku for driving on the wrong side of the road Saturday night. Deputies tell us he eventually got out of the vehicle and ran into the woods. Deputies then followed him when they say he fired shots towards them. Nobody was injured, but Fisku faces several charges, including attempted murder. Deputies say anyone who sees him should call 911, but you should not approach him and consider him armed and dangerous. This morning, officers in Asheville are investigating a shooting that killed one person and critically injured another. They say it happened yesterday on Spruce Hill Lane. Officers say when they arrived on scene, they found 25-year-old Carl Ellington Jr. and 24-year-old Staquan Taylor with gunshot wounds. Both were taken to the hospital where Ellington later died. If you have any information, call Asheville Police.
Former University of South Carolina student and 2019 Miss USA, Chesley Christ, has died.
The death is being investigated as a suicide. Police say Christ died yesterday morning in Manhattan, New York. She was a North Carolina attorney and won the Miss USA pageant in 2019. Christ competed in the Miss Universe pageant that same year, and she was also a correspondent for the entertainment news program Extra. She has spoken on mental health awareness in the past. She was 30 years old. A fire in Pickens County is under investigation this morning. Fire officials say an old plant caught fire early Sunday morning. It happened at its Alice Manufacturing's old Foster plant on Rice Road in Easley. The plant is no longer in business. About 100 firefighters from Pickens, Greenville, and Anderson responded to the fire. No injuries were reported.
Meanwhile, an upstate man is hoping for help after he says he was taken off of an organ transplant list for not getting the COVID vaccine.
Our Daniel Robinson is joining us live in Easley with more this morning. Daniel.
In Destiny, Patrick, Jason Wilson was told that he had 5 to 7 years on dialysis by doctors, and now he's already on year 2. Now, the Easley man has been dealing with kidney failure since he was 10 years old. About 2 years ago, he went on dialysis and was placed on MUSC's list for a kidney transplant. However, in November, he received a letter saying that he would be moved to an inactive status if he didn't get the COVID-19 vaccine by January 1st.
Right before they moved me to inactive, I got a phone call from a manager down at MUSC, and she had asked me what could they say to make me get the shot or to help me, to influence me into getting the shot pretty much. I said, at this time, there's nothing you can say.
The only other thing that I could think of doing for him is to file legislation that says that any hospital system cannot deny somebody the opportunity for that life-saving procedure based on their COVID vaccination status.
Many healthcare systems across the country have picked up on the same policy. An MUSC spokesperson said in part, quote, MUSC Health is part of a growing number of transplant centers who are making the same requirement due to the overwhelming evidence of improving patients' outcomes post-transplant for those who are vaccinated. Now, Wilson says that he hopes the COVID-19 vaccine requirement will phase out over time. For now, live in Easley, Daniel Robinson, WYFF News 4.
Thank you, Daniel. The U.S. says it's ready to respond with sanctions if Russia invades Ukraine as the international community prepares for a high-stakes meeting.
Alexa Diaz is in our Washington bureau with the latest.
Patrick, Destiny, the UN Security Council, which includes Russia as a member, is holding an emergency meeting this morning to discuss the rising tensions along the Russian-Ukrainian border.
Even as we encourage diplomacy, we have to be ready for the worst.
The U.S. says Russia could invade its neighbor Ukraine at any moment.
You don't amass 100,000 troops if you don't have intentions to use them.
Today, the UN Security Council meets to discuss the rising tensions in the region, an attempt to achieve de-escalation through diplomacy.
We're prepared to address our concerns Ukrainian concerns and Russian concerns at the diplomatic table, but it cannot be done on the battlefield.
On Capitol Hill, the Senate is considering a bipartisan bill that would impose sanctions on Russia now and later if Vladimir Putin goes through with an attack.
Massive sanctions against the most significant Russian banks, crippling to their economy. These are sanctions beyond any that we have ever levied before, and I think that that sends a very clear message.
And today, President Biden is meeting with the leader of Qatar and discussing how that nation could help Europe in a possible fuel crisis if Russia cuts off natural gas supply. In Washington, Aixa Diaz, WYFF News 4.
Wintry weather hitting parts of the Carolinas over the weekend. Both Wilmington and Myrtle Beach got snow Saturday morning. Wilmington saw at least 1 inch of snow. The cold wasn't enough to keep that snow around. It is in the south, though, after all, because most of the snow melted before noon.
And not the same in the Northeast. This morning up there, thousands are continuing to dig out from the weekend's nor'easter. Yesterday, shoveling, blowing snow, and scraping ice were the activities of the day in New England, where some parts were buried under more than 2 feet of snow.
Well, a nor'easter barreled up the eastern coast with heavy snow and fierce winds. Thousands are still without power. The storm has passed and the snow has stopped, but freezing temperatures remain in the region.
A cruise ship stopped a satellite launch at Cape Canaveral. That launch director called a hold with just seconds to spare on last night's liftoff of that SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. The rocket's set to launch a radar surveillance satellite for Italy's space agency. Now, the reason for the holdup, an apparently errant cruise ship, which was either in or about to enter the no-go zone around the launch site. The launch has been rescheduled for just after 6 o'clock tonight.